Hey guys, welcome back to another Love After Lockup / Life After Lockup. This is season 2, episode 42, Wake Up Calls. Okay, first, let's jump right into it. First couple we got Lacey, Shane, and John, okay? Last episode, we know that Lacey was trying to make it seem like she was the victim, but she was over here trying to contact John, okay? And Shane wasn't liking it or whatever. He was getting upset. They was fighting. And Lacey got up and left. Okay, so this scene starts up. She's in the car. She's apparently going to go see John, okay, because she can't. John, he's not picking up the phone. And she's mad at Shane, so she want to see John, okay? She goes over to his house, which I guess it's not that far. She parks outside the house and she's like, I don't see his truck. Like, where is he? Or whatever. And she proceeds to tell us that he's always had a problem with drugs. Girl, we knew that. She says that he was her first love. Girl, we know that. The way you chasing behind this man, we can see that, okay? Yeah, she says they care about each other. They'll always care about each other. We can see this, girl, okay? So he's not there. She's worried. So then the next scene, we cut to Shane. He's with one of his friends. They go to the bar to discuss what's going on with, Lacey and this whole fight situation and John, okay? It's a lot for a little 22, 23-year-old Shane, okay? And that's exactly what his friend tells him. He's like, Shane is young. He's 22, 23. And then he's dealing with Lacey, who is obviously still in love with John, okay? And they just got married, and it's a lot, And he was like, Shane is just, he's so young, and he hasn't had that much life experience, with women and all this other stuff to deal with this, okay? And so his friend asked him, he's like, do you regret marrying this girl so soon, like right after you got out? And Shane was like, no, I don't regret nothing. And I'm like, this girl going to chase after John, but you don't regret nothing. Okay, all right, he's so sweet. Okay, I mean, what? I'm like, okay, Shane. Anyway, so the next scene that they have, Lacey, she's still running around trying to figure out where John is, okay? She was like, I could call the jail or I could call the hospital. That's two places where he could be at. So she decides to call the jail first. She calls it there. She asks if they have, somebody in there named Jean, whatever. And they're like, hold up. Checking the computer. Of course, your boy is in there. She's like, what are the charges? And he was like, they picked him up for DWI, and he had all type of needles and drugs on him. It was a lot, okay? And pipes and all that. And the man was like, yeah, he in there for all of that. And there's no bond set, okay? Because I guess homegirl was going to bond him out. And the man was like, no bond, girl, okay? And so she's crying or whatever. And it's obvious that Lacey still loves Jean, okay? But it seems like Jean is not getting out for a while. So she was saying she's happy that he's still alive, at least. But he going to be in that thing for a while. So what does this mean for Shane and Lacey? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It was. So that's what happened, y'all. The next couple we got is Megan, Michael, and Sarah. The three musketeers, okay? Sarah goes to a lawyer, okay? She says that Michael hasn't seen his kids since he's been off of parole. And we know the reason why he hasn't seen his kids is because he's been, with these women out here. He's free. He's off parole. He got them in different area codes. So it's sad that, from what Sarah says, if it's true that he hasn't seen his kids since he's been off of parole, it's in a few months he's been off of parole and he hasn't seen his kids. That's a lot. Okay, that is a lot of time. It's sad, okay? So she goes to the lawyer and she wants to know her rights. She's like, I have a lawyer, but you good at this from what I heard, so tell me what I can do and what I can't do. And the woman is like, explain your situation. And so she explains that, she filed for divorce, but she signed the papers, but Michael hasn't signed the papers. Okay, Michael has not signed these papers while he's up there with Megan and all that talking about, I'm divorced, we going through a divorce. You ain't signed the papers, okay? Crazy. So she was saying that she's scared that if when Michael gets the kids, that he can just take them from her, and like it'll be a while before she sees them because they are technically still married, so they both share custody. So he wouldn't be in any trouble really if he did that. You know, she would have to go through hoops in order for, you know, to get him in trouble for that because they share custody. So she was like, I need something because I'm scared of that. So they were like, you can file a temporary petition to the court that you're, you know, and you have to have some evidence that you're scared that he will run off with the kids, pretty much. And so she was saying Sarah was saying she hates to do this, but I mean, the man ain't seen his kids. He act like he don't want to see his kids. I mean, what can she do, okay? She says the lawyer also tells her, like, if you want to divorce him and put him on child support and all that, like, if he doesn't have a job, the most we can get from him is like $25 a month, okay? But if he has other income, if you can show that he has other income or whatever, you know, then from the show, okay? So then we could, you know, we could negotiate that in the court. But if he's not working right now, good, there's nothing we could do, okay? She starts to cry because she's like, this is a mess. Then we cut to Megan, and she's at the hotel playing nurse with Michael. Okay, Michael in there acting like he acting like he's sick. You know, I'm sick. I can't even eat. I'm so sick. Oh my God. I'm like, stop playing, Michael. Anyway, so Megan is in there loving it because she has Michael in a hotel. She don't have to worry about him going from pillar to post. You know what I'm saying? She is happy to be playing nurse and have this man act like he is sick so she can take care of him. And yeah, she's like, I still want to be Michael, even though my daddy told me, you know, that I shouldn't be with him because all of the red flags is present. All of them is present. Okay. So she's like, but anyway, you know, I still love Michael. But girl, since he is sick and in the bed, let me go through his phone, okay? So she tries to like, TV zooms in on her with this phone, okay? And she's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. What is it? Okay. And then we cut to Michael in the bed like, Megan. Megan. Where my phone at? Megan. Where my phone at? Or whatever. And so she's like, I was trying to call somebody on it. I thought it was ringing or something. I was checking to see if your phone was okay. And that's what I was doing, okay? So he was like, well, he was trying to call somebody on my phone. And she was like, well, actually, I was trying to look at your phone, okay? I was trying to look at your phone, but I couldn't get in your phone, so let me see what's in your phone, okay? And you know, Michael tries to be like, he tries to play the victim. He's like, man, why you going through my phone? Like, you could have just asked me. Like, you don't trust me? Like, I can't have nobody who can't trust me. And, you know, I feel like I got a leash on my neck. Like, she can't trust me. Like, I don't understand. And I'm like... Michael loves to play the victim, y'all. He loves to play the victim, okay? Of course, Megan says she has good reason not to trust him. Of course, you have good reason not to trust him. Stop playing with him, okay? Then we hear a knock on the door. And then we have to wait for a whole other scene before we figure out who is at the door, okay? The next scene, we see who is at the door. It is Michael's best friend, Brock. The one that Megan supposedly kissed or whatever. I was like, Lord, come on. This is like a soap opera drama at this point, okay? So he's there. Megan is like, oh my gosh, is this a setup? Like, why is he here? Like, why didn't you tell me he was here? I could have came, you know, tomorrow. Like, why? Oh my God, why is he here? Okay, she was looking like she was cornered or something. And Brock is looking at like, is the camera on me? Y'all getting my good side? Brock is in there just sewing up the camera. I said, girl, what is going on? So Michael is like, man, stop cutting up. Megan, man, I need to go talk to Brock outside, okay? So he goes to talk to Brock outside, and he's like, Brock tries to like talk or whatever. And Michael's like, man, it's better if you let me talk. Because I don't know what's going to happen if you say something crazy. So let me talk. And Brock is like, oh, okay. So he was, Michael basically was saying, it was wrong of you to go in there and kiss my girl. And who do that? And all this other stuff. And Brock was like, well, you act like you so innocent. You act like, are you really in love with Megan? Like, you got them all over the place. Like, I know you. You got girls all over the place. I know how to cherish a good woman. I said, what, Brock? What? Okay. So they're in there going back and forth. And Michael finally asked him, he's like, so were you intimate? Were you intimate with Megan? Okay. And Brock was like, I mean, one thing led to another and did what it do and did what to do and bump, 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 bump. And yes, okay. And so Michael was like, with a cigarette, like, wow, so that's what you did? Okay, well, she up in there, so if y'all want to do what it do, then I could leave or whatever. And then, he proceeds to like mush Brock in his face on camera. And I said, y'all just be playing with y'all parole. Oh, he is off of parole, okay? So I don't know if he'll get in trouble for that or whatever. So anyways, that's what happened with Megan, Michael, and Sarah and Brock. Okay, a mess. Then we see Cheryl and Josh. Y'all remember Cheryl and Josh, okay? Last time we saw them, they were supposedly looking for a wedding venue. Josh was going to surprise Cheryl with this nice castle. Cheryl didn't like the castle, so Josh was like, you know what, you can go ahead and leave, basically. And he broke up with the girl at the castle. I said, girl, what is going on? Just because the girl liked the castle. He was like, you know what, you can go ahead and leave, okay? And she left. And so they broke up at that point. Then the scene opens up and we see Cheryl driving in the car. She putting all the miles on her car again, And she tells us that they had broke up, but then he didn't stop calling her when she got back to Texas. And so they got back together because she wants to be Bonnie and Clyde. Because she wants to be Bonnie and Clyde, okay? She wants a dysfunctional relationship. That's what she wants. That's what she's telling me that she wants, okay? So this is what she has. So, she's talking on the phone with Josh. I'm like, girl, I know what they're talking about. The same old thing about, his mama don't like her, okay? So I said, girl, what else? So, she goes to visit her sister. We saw her sister last season, or this season still. We're on episode 42, so I'm getting confused, okay? So, we've seen her sister before. So, she shows up to her sister's house with one of her little boys. And, she's like, my sister doesn't know everything about what's going on, but I'm going to surprise her. And I'm like, why you keep surprising your sister? Your sister's tired of you, okay? Her sister is a correctional officer, as we knew before. So she's never been here for Josh at all. So Cheryl tells her, like, girl, you know how I was supposed to be going to move in with our parents in Michigan? I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going back to see Josh, girl, in Colorado, okay? And sister's like, girl, are you stupid? Are you stupid or what? Because like I'm tired of you, okay? And Cheryl was like, don't call me stupid. Like, I know this is crazy, but I love him, and we're gonna go move. I'm gonna bring the boys up there, and we're gonna go move in together. That's pretty much all that happened with her, girl. I mean, it was ridiculous with Cheryl and Josh, because Cheryl crazy. Anyway, so then we get to Clint and Traci. It's been a while since we saw Clint and Traci, y'all. This is their first time coming up on this, season or a couple episodes. They were good from what we saw last time when we left them. They had moved in together and whatnot. She had met his parents, and the mama was never here for Traci, but she kind of acted like she being nice to Traci or whatever, so everything was good. So, and they were fighting, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. But this episode, Clint is driving, and we TV zooms in on his Traci tattoo he got on his arm, and he looks just disheveled and whatnot. And then we cut to Traci, and Traci is looking like Traci. Traci is look like she has gone through some things, everything. And she has like this long vest on. And we're like, girl, what? She's in the jail. We TV's on the other side of the glass, you know, trying to have a phone call with her. And we're like, girl, what is going on? Why is Traci in jail? Why does Clint look like he woke up on the side of the street? Like, what's going on? So Clint tells us, your girl, you know, she went back to jail. Clint says that he just got out of jail. And it's been a mess. So the story is, they both tell us the story that they had went to like a baseball game and they decided to sleep in the car in the parking lot instead of going to check into a hotel, which is already crazy. And so and then they were going to just like get back on the road and go home. So while they were sleeping in the car, the police knocked on their car and took Clint out. Clint had some Mary Jane on him. And so he got arrested. And then they came to look for Traci in the car. And Traci had everything on her. So they went to the jail, okay? So Clint had just got out of jail, but Traci's in there. You know, Traci has some priors, okay? So she gonna be in there, okay? She says she has the little vest on because she has an eating disorder. Which I didn't understand that. Do y'all know anything about that? I'm like, so why do they have the vest on if you have an eating disorder? Is she like, I didn't get the vest situation with the eating disorder. But, I mean, poor Traci. She was looking at her like, I know it's wrong. I know what it is. But, she's addicted to drugs. That's just what it is. Traci don't know how to stop. I don't know if Traci has ever had help or whatever, but it's sad to see, y'all. It's really sad to see because the girl is obviously on drugs. She obviously can't stop. It's an addiction. It's crazy, okay? But Clint, on the other hand, Clint is like, I'm not gonna give up on Traci. I love Traci. I know I said last time that, you know, if Traci went back to jail, I was gonna give up on Traci. I can't give up on Traci. I love Traci. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to my mom and dad's house. They're gonna be upset with me, but I love Traci and I'm gonna be there for her. I say, you know what, Clint, Traci needs professional help, okay? You can't do nothing for Traci, boo, okay? Then that's just what it is, okay? She was saying that, like, Traci was telling us that Clint was not getting in her way, you know, toward her getting her things. So, like, Clint, were you enabling her? Obviously, he was, you know. So that's pretty much all that we knew from Clint and Traci. So Clint is going to be trying to get her out of jail this season. And he got that tattoo on his arm, and that means for life. So he ain't never going to give up on Traci, okay? So, anyways, so that was them. Then we get to Brittany and Marcelino. Boring, okay? Brittany, I lied. It wasn't. Let me stop myself. Let me correct myself. It wasn't boring this episode. They gave us something good, okay? So, Brittany says her mom is going to come and visit them and stay with them or whatever. Something like that. We know that her and her mom have had a difficult relationship. She had told us that before that both of her parents were alcoholics. She told us the quarter situation where she was like collecting some quarters. And then her parents took that and got a drink with it or whatever. So, you know, just alcoholics pretty much. And so, yeah, so Marcelino's like, girl, whatever you want to do, like, that's fine. If you want to reconnect with your mama and your sisters and all that good stuff, that's fine. You know, they're coming down here. Cool. So the next scene, her mom and her sister arrive at the airport. Brittany and Marcelino pick them up. And it's an awkward car ride, okay? You can see that there's tension between Brittany and her mama. Like, you can tell that they've had a troubled upbringing or whatever. So they get to their house and they're having dinner and whatnot. And we see all her sisters are there, which they all look alike. I was like, wow, they all look alike. But it's a, like, tense dinner because obviously Brittany has some things to get off her chest. And her mama, like, says that they're raising their kids really nicely. And then that gives Brittany a reason to be like, yeah, I don't want to raise my kids like how I was raised, pretty much. And she proceeds to say that, you know, like, she left home. She never felt like she was loved or cared for as a kid. And yeah, at 12 she left home. She had said that when they had moved they had moved from Alaska to, I guess, Nevada, somewhere in Nevada, or it might have been Las Vegas. But they were staying in a hotel when she was 12 years old, and she decided to run away from home, and she wanted to come back 3 days later, but they had moved, they had gone, you know. So I guess she was just on the streets after that. So really sad. And she was saying that she might not have gone on the path going to jail and whatnot if she was actually cared for and loved. And so that was a lot for her mama to take in all at once, and her mama excused herself, and she was saying like she hates to see her daughter crying, but I'm like, girl, you gotta sit there and take that, you know, like if you messed up in your kid's life or if they have some qualms or problems, like you gotta hear them out, you know, you gotta deal with it. So however hard it is, like I hope that they deal with it and get through it. It seems like the mom wants to. Brittany was saying that she's sober now. She also said that when she was when her mama was working in Alaska, she was like babysitting or something, and the house caught on fire and it burned half her body or something like that. I was like, wow, that's a lot. So maybe that had something to do with her being an alcoholic or something. But she's saying her mama is like, she's sober now, so maybe their relationship will get better and she'll be a better grandmother to her grandkids and whatnot. So I wish the best for them, because you know that seems like a really hard situation. So you know, and Marcelino seems supportive. Y'all know Marcelino from the last season or whatever. He was trying to fight Tito and everything, but I hope Marcelino's gonna be good this time around. Okay, so that was them. Lastly, Andrea and Lamar. We know Lamar touched down in Utah. Okay, so they drive into Andrea's house, and they get there, and we saw from the previous episode that mainly Priscilla was in there making posters and making food and everything for her daddy Lamar. So they show Lamar, they're like, surprise Lamar, look all we did for you. Priscilla is all excited, like, look dad, look what we did for you. The older kids are like, yay, yay, yay. Okay. they look like they over it. So Andrea and Lamar go to talk outside. Lamar's like, look, like Utah has too many white people for me. Like it's got too many white people. Like I need some diversity or something. Like come to LA. And Andrea's like, it ain't about the race. It's about my kids being happy here. I don't want them to be in danger or whatever. And so they disagree, and Lamar gets up. Her daughter comes in outside, and she's like, look, we didn't cook all this food for y'all, and y'all out here fighting. Like, can we go eat or something? Like, can we have a happy night? And so Lamar goes in the kitchen to talk to Tennyson, and Tennyson is like, you know what? I don't even like Utah, and my mama trying to make me go on a mission trip. I don't want to go on a mission trip. I saw all of them men at the airport, and I'm scared. So yeah, I'm gonna say LA has a lot of diversity. You hear that, Mom? And I don't mind moving to LA because I don't want to go on my mission trip, and I'm scared. Okay. Tennyson didn't say all of that. But I know that's what Tennyson wanted to say, because he was scared at the airport when he saw all of them missionaries. He was like, I ain't trying to go on this mission trip. So like I'm gonna act like I like Lamar in LA, so I don't have to go on this mission trip because I'm scared. Okay, and I was like, look, I'm scared for you too. Okay, I'm scared for you too, boo. So Andrea hears Lamar and Tennyson bonding in the kitchen, and she's like, you in there talking about me to my kids? Like, why you doing that? You trying to mess up me and my kids? You trying to talk disrespectful about me to my kids or whatever? And so, everybody's like, girl, what are you talking about? Okay. Andrea likes the drama. Andrea likes the mess. I'm tired of her. Okay. So that was this episode, you guys. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. Let's discuss. Y'all know I love reading y'all's comments. Share the video. It does help me out a lot. Like the video too. Subscribe and hit the bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.